you say you are a superstar, then have no fear, the camera's here.
Listen, some snapper is he, in the dirty call me young trapper MD. 40 cal gun clapper MT, none matter, none dapper, son rapper MC.
What up, Lupe Fiasco here, tuned in to Kush TV, you heard?
Okay. You maintain like a unique individuality, you know, when it compared to a lot of the artists that are out now.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so easy for you?
Because I do me, you know what I'm saying? I don't aspire to be something that I'm not. I aspire to do better and progress, you know, but I don't aspire to be something that I'm not. And so it's easy for me to sit back and everything that as a little kid and growing up, my parents introduced me to so much different stuff, and I've experienced so many different things. So I can easily tap into something else and break it down and, you know, turn it into 16 bars and put it on display for the world, you know. So for me, that's easy. You know, I try not to push, and it's even more because I try and challenge myself. You know what I'm saying? I went through a whole phase where it was gun clapping and dope this and blah 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 blah, and I don't never want to do the same thing twice. So y'all kind of missed that Lupe Fiasco. So now you're getting this more. Damn, what can I talk about today, Lupe Fiasco?
Okay. So with the individuality you have going on, you kind of like merge genders in terms of like the type of arena that you bring your music to. You know, everybody gives you a lot of credit for the whole bringing the skateboard phenomenon, or being one of the artists that bring that skateboard phenomenon to the hip hop era, even though it was always something that was kind of built on it.
Right.
Is that something you're looking to continue with? I mean, is the skateboard movement something that you're trying to kind of like, I'm not saying allow to piggyback off of you?
Right.
Because now it's becoming more or less global and commercial.
Right.
So is it something that you're going to continue to affiliate yourself with, or are you just growing and evolving?
Well, I think it's always been there. It's always been a global thing. It's always been a huge, massive commercial thing. You know, people just come up and be different spokespersons for it. You know, I think Kick Push kind of put me as the poster boy for skateboarding and hip hop, and you know, it wasn't the intention for that. You know, it was really just to be a record. You know, and that record just happened to be about skateboarding. But you know, when, like I said, I don't never want to do the same thing twice. So it's like, that's done, beating the head, over with, off to the next one. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it wasn't like intentional. Like, it wasn't like on this album. It's like, man, now what can I be the poster boy of? Okay, iron workers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes a song about an iron worker. So now I'm the poster boy for iron worker. You know, it's really just like, I like to tell stories. You know, and that was just one of the better stories that I told, I guess.
So every artist I would say that I've come across since I've been doing this is kind of like got their own little somewhere stashed somewhere, like their list of 10 things I need to accomplish or achieve before I'm said and done.
Mm-hmm.
How far down that list do you think you are right now?
Close, man. I just need to get a plane, a skyscraper, a train. Was that it? Skyscraper, plane, train. Yeah, that was it. I got 3 more things to get.
Any places to see or people you want to meet that you haven't been able to get to yet?
Yeah, we've hit the globe hard. You know what I'm saying? Past year, you know. Have yet to go to like Africa though. You know, and South America. And then just places like India and different little exotic places that you might just want to be just to have in your passport. But you know, slowly coming. I don't expect to experience. I hope to live, you know, for a period of time. I don't know how long, nothing's promised, but you know, I ain't trying to do everything now. Some things maybe to really appreciate them, it needs to be when I'm not doing this. You know?
Where was the most unlikely place you ever heard your music being played, not by you?
Unlikely place,
or a place you just flat out didn't really expect it, and you heard something that was you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like I was actually there, physically there, and it came on. It's like, damn. I don't know. I want to say the Louis Vuitton store. I was in the Louis Vuitton store and Daydreaming came on. I was like, damn. Well, probably what I heard back was, they was playing my music in Mexico, and not on some DJ retreat, you know, like in a club in Mexico, you know.
In the town.
Yeah, like in a little town, like, because they thought I was Mexican.
Oh, the name Lupe.
People thought I was a reggaeton artist, so I would get like reggaeton spins on accidents. Like, ah, give me what's new, Lupe? Yeah, this Lupe guy, you know. Probably South Africa, maybe.
And how long were you going hard before you were able to make that breakthrough that got you, you know, on the verge of where you at now?
Shoot, like professionally, like 8 years. You know, I got my first record deal when I was like 18. Started my own company with my partner Chili when I was 19. Did a solo deal with Arista. Was on Arista for a few years. That fell through when I got labeled with Atlantic. So it was a while, man. It was a while and a hustle, grind, here, there, everywhere. So that's why I'd be kind of surprising people like, yo, you gonna do this? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. Because I had done it when I was 18, you know what I'm saying? You going to All-Star Weekend? Hell no. Like, why? Because I went when I was 19 and did it up huge with diamond chains, you know? And, you know, it just be like, wow. When I look back on my career, it's like, wow, I've done a lot without albums, you know what I'm saying? Without the, you know, with the same kind of standing shoulder to shoulder with Jay-Z and this guy, you know. The Cool took about like 2 months. And I worked with the majority of them. I kept it in-house, so I got my man Soundtrack did Kick Push. He Say She Say on the first album. And so he came and did like 10 records on this album. My people's Chris and Drop, who's like close to the crew. They did a few records. I worked with Snoop Dogg. I worked with Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy. He produced a record from me. I worked with a techno rock kind of hip hop group called Uncle out of the UK. They did a joint for me, and that's basically it. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just in-house. My artist, man, Jim Stones, R&B singer named Sarah Green, my man Matthew Santos, who's actually on the single Superstar, which is produced by Soundtrack too. They were all on the first album, you know, so it's like bringing them back in a new, brighter, bigger way on the new album. You know?
And how do you feel about how Chicago is representing now in terms of the hip hop scene?
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got 3-4 heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? The history of our city and the hip hop that came from our city is solid and good. And then the new kids that's coming now, you know, it's more this club kind of rock movement that's coming now, that's coming on in Chicago, which I think stems from like the history of house music in Chicago. You know, it's coming this real party dance, kind of fused with hip hop music, which is real exciting and real fun to watch and see people perform. So I'm happy just to be a part of it, see it, to be responsible for something.
Yeah, you're a pioneer, you know, you're putting it down. I mean, regardless of anything, you have to kind of see yourself that way because you're representing for people who want to represent. So they're going to look at what you're doing and say, okay, well, I want to do it like Lupe did it. I want to do it like Calm did it. I want to do it like Kanye's doing it. And you're a part of that. You know, big yourself up, you know. All right. Anything else you want to say? Any shout outs you want to give us?
Shout out to all my fans. You know what I'm saying? Thank you thus far. Hope you enjoyed the music. I'll try and continue to make it more enjoyable for you. Cool should be very nice. I stamp it 100% my approval. Thank you.
Kush, nigga. Cameras here and the microphones, and they wanna know. Yeah.
And you better wear your shades. The spotlights here can burn holes through the stage. Down through the basement, past the Indian graves where the dinosaurs.